All right, so think about this. On one very specific night every year, pretty much the entire world stops what it's doing to follow the journey of one single man. Yep, today we are diving deep into the massive global phenomenon that is tracking Santa Claus on Christmas Eve.
And when I say phenomenon, I am not kidding. In just the last 24 hours, Google searches for Santa Tracker have shot up, get this, 700%. This is a huge live event that pulls in millions of people.
So, that gets us to the big question we're tackling in this explainer. Why? What is it about this digital ritual that's become such a core part of the holidays for so many of us?
To really understand why this is such a big deal, you have to appreciate the sheer scale of it. This isn't just some cute little website you check once. No, this is a full-on cultural event.
I mean, right now, as we speak, we're looking at over 200,000 searches. That makes Santa tracking the #2 trending topic in the entire United States. The only thing people care about more is, you guessed it, last-minute Christmas shopping. It's a true digital giant.
So what's lighting the fire here? Well, it's kind of the perfect storm. You've got parents using it to build up that magical excitement for their kids. Then you've got the social media whirlwind with memes and updates that suck the rest of us in. It's even got this cool educational angle, teaching kids about geography. And hey, in this economy, you really can't argue with free, fun entertainment.
Okay, so while there are a few trackers floating around out there, the game is really dominated by two major players. So let's meet the main contenders.
First up, you have the OG, the official tracker, NORAD. And yes, that stands for the North American Aerospace Defense Command, the actual real-life military command. They've been doing this since 1955. And in the other corner, you have the new kid on the block, the playful challenger, Google. They jumped in the game back in 2004, and their Santa Tracker is the techie, game-filled version for a new generation. So let's put them side by side. You've got NORAD, the original, with that serious military-backed vibe since '55. They even have a live phone line run by over 1,500 volunteers. Then there's Google, the fun, tech-forward one that's all about games, coding, and augmented reality. And they don't always agree. Right now, NORAD has Santa flying just north of Indonesia, while Google says he's already wrapping things up in later time zones.
But hang on a second. How in the world did the US military get into the business of tracking Santa Claus? Well, the story behind it is probably the best part of this whole thing, because it was a complete accident.
Yep, it all kicked off because of a wrong number. A simple typo in a newspaper ad accidentally created this global tradition that's been going strong for almost 70 years.
So picture this. It's 1955. A Sears ad runs with a phone number for kids to call Santa, but there's a typo. So instead of Santa, kids start calling the top-secret red phone at CONAD, the Continental Air Defense Command. The officer on duty, a guy named Colonel Harry Shoup, could have just hung up, but he didn't. He played along and told his staff to check the radar for signs of a sleigh. And from that one amazing, kind moment, a tradition was born that now gets 15 million website visits a year.
But you know, this whole thing has grown way beyond just watching a dot move on a map. Santa tracking is now completely woven into how we celebrate the holidays in the modern world.
You can really see its fingerprints everywhere. It's become this clever tool for teaching kids about science and tech. It fuels an absolute ton of memes and updates on social media. And maybe the coolest part, it creates this shared global moment where millions of us are all tuned in to the same thing at the same time. People even run live YouTube streams about it that get millions of views.
And of course, let's be honest, the adults are just as into it as the kids are. You see posts like this all over the place. People joking that they're monitoring the situation, like it's some kind of major world event. It's just this fun, collective inside joke we all get to be a part of.
So what's the magic recipe here? It's really a mix of four things. You've got one part family excitement, one part social media buzz, a big dose of global connection, and a sprinkle of educational value. Each piece just makes the others stronger, creating this massive cultural moment every single year.
And it really is a global journey. The trackers show Santa stopping in places like Khartoum in Sudan and Luxor in Egypt, and the tradition itself has gone worldwide. In Chile, for instance, they're not tracking Santa Claus, they're tracking Viejito Pascuero, which means Old Man Christmas.
So, as we wrap this up, what's the big picture? What does it say about us that we've taken Cold War military technology and turned it into a high-tech tool for holiday magic?
I think the best way to describe it is as modern folklore.
It's the perfect mix of old and new. You take a story that's been around forever, and you use things like military satellites and augmented reality to make it feel incredibly real and exciting for a new generation.
And that's really the heart of it, right? These trackers aren't replacing the old traditions. They're making them bigger and better. They prove that technology can be this amazing new engine for keeping that holiday magic alive in our super connected world.
Which kind of leaves us with one final thought. Santa tracking started as a complete accident, and now it's a global institution. It really makes you wonder, what timeless tradition is technology going to transform next? Thanks for tuning in.